Hello everyone. Today we begin with chapter 8 of your Maths 1, that is differential equations and their applications. Now first of all, what is an equation? We have studied that it's a mathematical statement. An equation is a mathematical statement in which two expressions are given and the two expressions are separated by an equal to sign. For example, we have 2x plus 1 is equal to 5 as an example of an equation. This is an equation. Similarly, 5x square plus 6x plus 7 is equal to, suppose we have 7x plus y. This would also be an equation because over here the two mathematical expressions are separated by an equal to sign. So these are called as equations. Now we have also studied about different types of equations over the years, isn't it? We have something called as linear equation. For example, ax plus b y plus c is equal to 0 is a linear equation because the power of the variables is just 1. So it's called as a linear equation. Similarly, we have something called as quadratic equations. Now in a quadratic equation, the expression may be something like this, that is x square plus 2x plus 7 is equal to 0. This is an example of a quadratic equation where the power of the variable is 2. Highest power of the variable is 2 in this case. We have also studied linear equations in one variable, in two variables, etc. For example, if we have 2x is equal to 1, this is a linear equation in only one variable. That is, only x is the variable over here. Whereas the second one, ax plus by plus c, this is a linear equation in two variables. So in this way, we have studied about different types of equations. Now we come to what is the meaning of a differential equation. So what is a differential equation? Now in a differential equation, derivatives are involved. So a differential equation is an equation in which derivatives are involved. So it involves derivatives first of all. For example, if we have dy by dx is equal to 0, we are familiar with this expression, isn't it? Dy by dx is equal to 0. This is known as a differential equation. Why is it known as a differential equation? First of all, it's an equation because there is an equal to sign. On either side of the equal to sign, there are two expressions, on the LHS and the RHS. And also, dy by dx is the derivative of y with respect to x. That means this is a differential equation. Similarly, d2y by dx2 is equal to 0 is also another example of a differential equation, whereby d2y by dx2 is a second order derivative. We call it as a second order derivative. Yes. So these are examples of differential equations. Now what else is there in a differential equation? Now in a differential equation, first of all, we know that derivatives must be involved. There must be derivatives. Also, there must be dependent variables and also independent variables. So both of these must be involved in this case. So a differential equation should also have dependent and independent variables. Now, what is the meaning of a dependent variable and what is an independent variable? We have also learnt about these earlier. In general, if you have y is equal to say 2x, then in this case y is known as the dependent variable and 2x is known as the x is known as the independent variable because the value of y depends upon x. Therefore, x is known in general as the independent variable. Now, for example, if you take time as a variable, in general, if you take time as a variable, time in this case is known as the independent variable. Okay, why? Because there are many other variables which are dependent on time. For example, if it takes velocity, velocity is a dependent variable in this case because it depends upon time, rate of change of time. Okay, rate time means rate of change of time. Okay, similarly there are n number of variables which are all dependent upon time. So in real life situations we can have dependent and independent variables like this. Thus, what is a differential equation? So in general we say that a differential equation is one in which it has dependent variables, independent variables, and also the derivatives of the dependent variables with respect to the independent variables. So this is the formal definition of a differential equation. Now let us go to types of differential equations. There are two types of differential equations. The first type of differential equation is known as an ordinary equation. Ordinary equation. Now, what is an ordinary differential equation? In this case, when we say the derivative of a dependent variable with respect to an independent variable, okay, in this case, the dependent variable depends only on one independent variable. Okay, for example, if y is a dependent variable, then y depends only on one independent variable, say x. Then it is known as an ordinary equation, ordinary differential equation. For example, if we have x, say dy by dx plus y is equal to 0, then this particular equation is known as an ordinary differential equation. Why so? Because y is a dependent variable in this case and only x, see, when we say dy by dx, it is a derivative of y only with respect to x. So this is an example of an ordinary differential equation. On the other hand, if we have x dy by dx plus dy by dt is equal to 0. Now in this case what happens? Y depends on x and also y depends on t. See, we are removing the derivative of y with respect to x and also y with respect to t. That means the dependent variable depends on two independent variables, x and t. That means this is not an example of an ordinary differential equation. Now the other type of differential equation is known as a partial differential equation, which is just the opposite of ordinary. That is, here the dependent variable depends upon several independent variables. For example, if we have this is a partial differential equation, we can also have an example like this, that is d2f by dx2 plus say d2f by dy2 plus d2f by say dz2 is equal to 0. So in this case, f is a dependent variable, but f depends upon several independent variables. So this is known as a partial differential equation. Now we are not going to deal with partial differential equations because that is beyond the scope of your textbook. We will only be dealing with ordinary differential equations in your syllabus, that is there. So we move on to order of a differential equation. So what is the meaning of order of a differential equation? Now, in this case, order of a differential equation is the order of the highest order derivative occurring in the differential equation. So it is the order of the highest order derivative occurring in the equation. Now let me give you example. Only then will you understand what I'm talking about. For example, suppose we have dy by dx plus y is equal to x. Now in this case, of course, there is only one derivative dy by dx, and dy by dx, the order is 1 because it is a first order derivative. So in this case, the order is 1. So in this case, we write the order as 1. Okay, so these are examples now, what I'm giving you. Say one more example, let me state it for you. For example, if you have x square d2y by dx2 plus say x dy by dx is equal to say 1. Now in this case, there are two derivatives, first order derivative and second order derivative. The second order derivative is higher than the first order derivative. So what is the order of this equation? This differential equation, the order is 2 because we have a second order derivative over here. So the order in this case is 2. Then suppose I give you one more example. Say in this case d2y by dx2, we have say the whole cube plus x dy by dx is equal to say 2y. Now in this case, what happens is the order is again 2 and not 3 over here. As you can see, it is cube, but the second order derivative is cubed over here. That means the order is still second order derivative. That means the order for this is 3. On the other hand, if we have something like this, d3y by dx2, dx3 plus say d2y by dx2 plus dy by dx. In this case, the highest order derivative is a third order derivative. That means the order of this particular equation, if I write it as an equation, the order of this particular equation is say 3. Oh, here I made a mistake. It is actually 2 because it is second order derivative which is involved over here. So it is 2 over here. Okay, so I hope you understood what is the meaning of order of a derivative. Okay, order of a differential equation. Order of the differential equation is the order of the highest order derivative. So derivatives can be first order, second order, third order, etc. And so those orders which are coming, the highest order which comes there in the equation is known as order of the equation actually. Then we also come to the concept of degree of a differential equation. So a differential equation has two things. It has order and it has degree. So what is the meaning of degree of the differential equation? It is the power of the highest order derivative. It is the power of the highest order derivative when all, see there are certain conditions over here. Now to get the power of the highest order derivative, first of all, we have to make all the derivatives free from fractions. The derivative should not be in fractions. So we have to make the equation free from fractional derivatives. Similarly, the derivative should not have a negative sign. The power of the derivative should not have a negative sign. You will learn about all this when I give you examples. Okay, so degree means the power of the highest order derivative when all the derivatives are made free from fractional indices. The power should not be a fraction and also the power should not be a negative sign. For example, x raised to minus 2, x raised to minus 3, it should not be there. Then we can define the power of the highest order derivative. Now, let me elaborate on this. What is the meaning of fractional power? For example, if you have x raised to half, this half is the fractional power. Similarly, if we have x raised to minus 3, then the power is negative over here. Okay, so we make our equation free from all this. At least we make the derivative free from this. And then we define the degree of the equation. So let me give you an example here. For example, suppose we have x square d2y by dx2 plus x dy by dx is equal to 0. So in this case, first of all, what is the order of this equation? It's an equation, differential equation. And what is the order of this equation? The order of this equation is 2 because the highest order derivative is d2y by dx2. Okay. So order of this equation is 2. Okay. And What is the power of this highest order derivative? It is raised to 1. Isn't it? The power is 1. That means degree of this equation is 1. So order is 2 but degree is 1. So did you understand what is the meaning of degree of the equation? Good. So one more example. d2y by dx2 is equal to, say, cube root of 1 plus dy by dx, say the whole square is given. Suppose we get an equation like this. Now in this, what we do first is that we have to remove this. See, this is a fraction actually. If we simplify this further, this is actually d2y by dx2 is equal to 1 plus dy by dx the whole square, the whole raised to 1 upon 3, because cube root means raised to 1 upon 3. That means there is a fractional power of the derivative which is involved. Once we remove this fractional power, then we can define what is the degree of this equation. Okay, so how do we remove this fractional power? We remove this by taking cube on both the sides. Okay, by raising both the sides to power 3, we can remove the cube root actually. So when we raise both the sides to power 3, we get over here on the LHS d2y by dx2 the whole cube is equal to 1 plus dy by dx the whole square. What about this 1 upon 3? When we raised it to power 3, 3 gets cancelled and thus we get this particular expression. So now you can see that the order of this equation is 2 because the second order derivative is the highest one over here. So order is 2. And what is the degree? Degree is 3 because the second order derivative is raised to 3, power 3. And so the degree is 3. So now I hope you understood in a better manner what is the meaning of degree and what is the meaning of order of a differential equation. We begin with exercise 8.1 now and try to understand order and degree of a differential equation in a better manner. See question 1 here. Determine the order and degree of the following differential equations. The first one, so we just have to state the order and degree over here. So this question can come at the most for 2 marks for you, which is quite precious, isn't it? So here, the first question, d2x upon dt square plus dx upon dt the whole square plus 8 is equal to 0. So for finding the order, what do? You just check which is the highest order derivative over here. See, we have 2 types of derivatives, first order and the second order. So obviously the second order derivative d2x by dt square is the highest order derivative for this particular equation. And therefore order is 2. And what is the degree? Degree is the power to which the highest order derivative is raised. In this case, this highest order derivative is raised to degree to power 1. That means the degree of this equation is 1. The next sum, d2y by dx2 the whole square plus dy by dx the whole square is equal to a raised to x. Here also there is a second order derivative which is the highest order derivative here. So the order of this equation is 2 and the degree, again the power to which the order is raised, second order derivative is raised is 2 again, square is taken. So as a result we have the degree coming as 2 here. In the third question, the question is d4 by dx4 plus 1 plus dy by dx the whole square the whole cube. Now here on the RHS they have not given us anything. It may be a printing mistake. So let us just put 0 over here so that this becomes a differential equation. Now even if you expand this particular term, the second term, it is possible to expand it by taking a plus b, using the formula a plus b the whole cube. Even if you expand it, this derivative will be a first order derivative. It will not change. Okay. So as a result, the order of the derivative, the order of the equation is this actually, because there is a fourth order derivative which is involved. So the highest order is the fourth order derivative. So order is 4 and degree is 1. Obviously this is raised to 1 and therefore the degree is 1 in this case. So that is how the sum is done. Now let us go to the next sum. Now in the next question, you have y with 3 dash, y raised to 3 dashes over here the whole square. Now this is equivalent to y with 3 dashes is the same as d3y by dx2. It's a common, dx cube over here. Okay, it's a common way to denote a third order derivative or any order derivative actually. Okay, and if you have y with 2 dashes, it is written as d2y by dx2. Okay, this is an example of a second order derivative. And similarly, y with a single dash, yes, of course, it is dy by dx. So this is the way in which they can be represented also. Okay, derivatives can be represented this way also. So in this case, obviously, the third order derivative is of the highest order. So y with triple dash over here, this is the highest order derivative. So order here is 3. And what about the degree? The power to which the third order derivative is raised is 2. So degree is 2 in this case. Now moving on to the next sum. The question given is root of 1 plus 1 upon dy by dx the whole square. Okay, is equal to dy by dx raised to 3 by 2. As I told you, we cannot take fractions over here. We have to remove the fractions and we have to remove the root sign as well. So this is as good as writing 1 plus 1 upon dy by dx the whole square and the whole raised to 1 upon 2 because root means 1 upon 2 is equal to dy by dx raised to 3 by 2. Okay, then going further, now this can also be written this way. Now first of all, let us square both the sides so that the fraction goes away. Okay, when we square both the sides, this becomes 1 plus 1 upon dy by dx the whole square, which is equal to dy by dx the whole cube. Okay, so when we take square on both the sides, when you square both the sides, the roots go away. Cube root from here goes away and the square root goes away. So this becomes this much. Now we also remove the denominator from here by cross multiply. So when you cross multiply, you are going to get like this, that is dy by dx the whole square plus 1 is equal to, this also is multiplied here. So when you multiply two similar terms, their powers are added and therefore we get dy by dx the whole raised to 5. 3 plus 2, 5 over here. Now looking at the equation, now this becomes a proper differential equation. And looking at the equation, we come to know that order of this equation, order is 1 because there is only single order derivative here. Only dy by dx is there. So order is 1. And what is the highest power to which the order is raised? It is 5 obviously. So degree becomes 5. So I do hope you are understanding in a better manner how to do these simple sums which are there. Now this sum you can try it out as assignment. And what about this sum? This sum also you can do as assignment. I'll help you out with it. First, remove this 1 upon 6 from here. Okay, as you can see, third order derivative of course. Okay, but then remove this fraction from here. How to remove the fraction? 1 upon 6 into 6. So when you multiply over here into 6, you also multiply 9 raised to 6. Don't waste time by multiplying 9 6 times. That is not needed. If you just remove, if you just multiply over here by 6, the 1 upon 6 goes away. Okay, 6 gets cancelled, 1 upon 6 goes away. Then you can find the order and degree of the equation. If you face any difficulty, you can always ask me through WhatsApp as to how to do this sum. I can always help you out. So these two sums are assignments for you. You can try out the sums. So we cover this much portion in this particular lecture. In the next lecture, we'll see how to solve a differential equation. So thank you so much for listening.